these reviews last night, but I fell asleep. So, whoops. This is for, I watched 4 of the 5 films in the Silent Naruse set from Criterion Collection's Eclipse series. I'd actually watched the first, or the second one in the group of 5 a couple last week, I think. And I should have saved them all to watch together, but it was interesting to watch him slowly come into his own as a filmmaker through the 4 that I did watch. The first one is Flunky Work Hard. It's from 1931, and I believe it is the oldest still existing film by Naruse, and it's about a salesman who is struggling to bring to his family the amount of money he wishes he could. It's during the Depression in Japan, and he has the harder he tries to work, the more he irritates his son. The more he irritates his son, the harder he tries to work. And it's a family sort of comedy drama in the vein of some of the early Ozus, like I Was Born, but it very much feels of that ilk. The next one I watched was called No Blood Relation, and this got a little closer into what I guess Naruse's later films are. I haven't watched them yet, but it features a striking female lead. She is an actress who had a career in Hollywood and has returned to Tokyo to reclaim her daughter. Her husband is now remarried. Her daughter has a stepmother, and the rest of the film follows this woman's attempt to reconnect with her daughter, reconnect with the things she loved about Japan, and prove that she knows she can do what's best for everyone in the situation. It's heartfelt and beautiful, and features a stunning lead performance by what is her name? Ooh. By Yoshiko Okada, and it's lovely, and I highly recommend everything on the set. Actually, they're great. The next one was called Every Night Dreams, and it's about a woman who is she's a single mother, and she's working in a ginza bar. Ginza is a section of Tokyo, and there's a whole lot of movies set in Ginza actually. And she has neighbors who watch her son, and they're always like, "Why don't you get a better job? Why don't you get a better job?" And she's like, "I have to feed my son. It's hard to find a better job and keep a job and feed him. Like, quit bugging me." And then eventually, her no good husband shows up, and she has to deal with the fact that he wants to be a father to their son, but he still can't really help in terms of feeding him, and it's the basically the struggle of trying to do what's best for your son, both emotionally and in terms of feeding and shelter. Um, and again, another just stunning performance by an actress. And then the last one is called Street Without End, and this one it starts to get a little political, and it's basically a waitress who's working, in a diner. A really cool diner set up too, with like pancakes and all kinds of stuff. I really enjoyed the diner stuff. She is working class diner lady. She's very beautiful. She gets hit on by everyone in the diner. There's even a talent scout that wants to put her in the movies, and she's just like, eh. And then she gets hit by a car, and while she's being nursed, the rich businessman who hit her falls in love with her, and they get married. But then her mother-in-law and sister-in-law are so terrible that it basically shows that I think it's a discussion of the feudal traditions of Japan and how they pit women against each other, and how that's not right, and that's not how a family should be built. And it's a very much a dissection of the upper class and how they don't know what family is, and they don't know how to love, and the men in those families, according to this movie, would rather uphold their name and keep their mother and family happy than the woman that they fell in love with and marry. And it's very, very stark, definitely a drama, has a really intense ending. Well, really intense ending, and then a less intense sort of side note, or grace note at the end. But the whole set was gorgeous and amazing, and I very much look forward to watching his talkies going forward now. So this was 4 films by Mikio Naruse. It was Flunky, Work Hard, No Blood Relation, Every Night Dreams, and Street Without End. You can watch them right now on Criterion Channel, or you can get them on an Eclipse set from Criterion on DVD. I recommend them.